betting the not so much anymore is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Race number 2 on the day, the start of the place accumulator over 1600 meters. Get your bets on by 1 o'clock on the afternoon. This is a maiden handicap. It's not an easy start to the place accumulator. They bet in 9-2 the field here. King Bavarian, Mr. Lincoln, both trading at 9-2, 11-2 King Seville. 6-1 about Venerable, Tobacconist 7-1 and better bar those. Now, as I mentioned, tricky start to the start of the place accumulator. You can make a case for many runners in this event. This horse, Tobacconist, Graham, we were just speaking about him off. He's improved in a short space of time and fought last time out behind Aberdeen. He's got a nice low galloping weight. His only concern would be the draw, but he's been drawn deep in his last 2 starts. Drop him out, give him a chance and allow him to run on. So I think he could certainly be very competitive here. And then his fellow 3-year-old, number 4, King of Seville, I think could be a lurker in this event. They've obviously gelded him after his last start, and I think that could have done the trick with this individual. He's the son of Potala Palace. He's had 2 starts on the surface, hasn't really put his best foot forward. But I think now after gelding, if gelding has done the trick with him, from a neat draw, Calvin Abeba board, 56.5, I think he could be competitive. So between those 2 3-year-olds, I think they could possibly fight out the finish, but it's certainly not cut and dry.
It's not, because these maiden handicaps can be quite tricky. But yeah, the draw is a big concern with number 11, Tobacconist, but it's incredible how quickly he's improving. First 2 starts were horrendous, and then the penny started to drop as he went a bit further. And I think he's going to end up being better than a 73 on the evidence before us and the manner in which he's improving. So he comes into this maiden handicap with a rating of 73, carrying just 52.5. And so perhaps, despite the draw, he is the horse to beat this 3-year-old son of Flower Alley. So 11 Tobacconist, I'd make my top choice. On recent form, Mr. Lincoln has got him beat on the Medal of Freedom form. But I do think that Tobacconist is improving so quickly that he can reverse the order with Mr. Lincoln. But I think you've got to throw Mr. Lincoln in. And yes, I agree with you. The other 3-year-old, number 4, King of Seville, makes appeal. Can King of Seville give 4 kilograms to the other 3-year-old? Well, only the race will show that. But I think from a bipod and a place accumulator point of view, I'm not going to nail my colours to the mast in a maiden handicap. So 4 King of Seville, 8 Mr. Lincoln, 11 Tobacconist would be the 3 I include. But definitely, despite the draw, number 11 Tobacconist, my top choice.
I think even number 7, True Trojan, who showed some improvement last time out behind Twatwa Cut, who obviously has come through to win once again to Frankie's own form. And this horse has just got 55.5 with the 1.5 kgs from Rachel Vinica. I think he's another one that you can include.
Yeah, I think when you're talking about, I'm happy with the 3 we mentioned for bipods and place accumulators, but when you're talking about trifectas and quartets, even horse like number 1, His Master's Voice, has to come into the race with a chance. King Bavarian has got to have a chance. Wild Style on his good last run behind George Handel, that's got to have a chance. True Trojan. So it's not a cut and dried affair. I just think that Tobacconist has the potential to be better than a 73, and he comes into this maiden handicap over 73, and that might give him the edge.
Yeah, absolutely. Horse number 11 with a Sifas board for the MJ Orendal. Possibly the horse to beat, but healthy respect for number 4, King of Seville, and number 8, Mr. Lincoln in the start of the place accumulator. So you could possibly go with those 3 horses. If not, you want to include a few more.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.